Yeah. Morning all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right?
Vijay, like your voice is clear. Like yesterday, we were looking for the video from yesterday, the yesterday recording. So like we are stuck to do practice on that. So can you please upload that on Friday so that we can practice today?
They said they have forwarded YouTube link to your mails. Everyone got that links to your YouTube links.
I didn't receive any YouTube link for that.
Okay. 1 second. I'll ask them to paste now itself in the chat panel.
Okay. And like why this one is on YouTube, or don't we have recording for like yesterday, or is there any difference?
Fine. Okay. Mm,
So like Vijay,
after 10 minutes, check your drives, right? You will get in the drive, and those
okay.
who have already enrolled, who have not enrolled, you can check in the chat panel. They'll be pasting the YouTube link, right? Yes. Fine. Now, okay. Oh, what are the steps involved in application creation? Steps in applications creation, right? Steps involved. Application creation. Steps involved in application creation, right? Steps involved in, I guess. First one is what? Project folder.
Project.
Creating a project, creating project folder.
Project.
Creating project, creating application. Means how to create this both creating project and create application means both we are not going to use any commands like other IDs. In PyCharm, it has got many flexible features provided, right? We no need to write any command for creating a project, for creating application here. Directly, we will provide the name of project and application, right? And say create, if they gets created. And next, defining URLs. Defining URLs within urls.py file. Defining URLs within urls.py file.
अगर नहीं किया जाता है तो मध्य प्रदेश में
Dev Ahuja, please try to be in mute. I'm getting sounds from you. Defining URLs within urls.py, right? Yes. And implementing business logic. Implementing business logic within views.py file. Okay. Implementing business logic within views.py file, right? Next. Migrate. Run server. Giving request in the browser. Giving request in the browser. Creating project, creating application, defining URLs within urls.py, implementing business logic within views.py file, migrate, run server, giving request in the browser. Okay. Now see this yesterday's, once again I'll show you, right? If anyone got any one more sample application, right? Yes. Very fast. One second. Open your PyCharm, right? Open your PyCharm. You can do parallel along with me, everyone. Hope everyone have done with the installation. PyCharm professional, right? Yes. Yes. So whenever you open PyCharm, yesterday whatever application you did, right? That application gets opened by default. Save file, close project. Just say file and say close project. Here you can see that close project option, right? Yes. After closing, new project. Just say new project. New project. Once again, I'm saying that DJANGO, select DJANGO. Yes, everyone select DJANGO, right? Don't select Python. Select DJANGO here. So for some of you, you are getting some issues. Yesterday you said, right? DJANGO is not found. DJANGO is not installed. You should have selected Python there. You should have selected Python. So select DJANGO here. So here select browse where you want to store it. So where you want to store your application, right? Yesterday you said DJANGO apps folder we have created. I have created DJANGO applications. Okay. One second. See in the C drive. Yesterday I created one application, DJANGO applications, right? DJANGO applications. So once again, I'm creating one folder, new folder, DJANGO applications, where I'm going to store all my applications within this DJANGO applications, right? Yes.
Are you trying to reinstall?
Yes, DJANGO.
Okay.
DJANGO.
My project is kind of stuck. I don't know why the pie chart is stuck and it's not loading.
Okay. It's not getting that. One second.
Vijay will create this project folder in C drive, but this application folder will create manually or
DJANGO apps. So here I'm created a folder, just create a folder DJANGO apps in your C drive. So with some different name, you create one folder where you want to store all your applications. Please be in mute. I'll discuss how to perform, right? So DJANGO apps. After creating this application folder, if you go to this, just select DJANGO here and browse. Just browse right here. You can just browse where you are DJANGO, where in which application where you want to store. So just now is DJANGO applications, DJANGO apps. Here, DJANGO apps, right? Select it. Select and say okay. So here DJANGO apps you created. Now I'm going to create project folder and applications folder. Now I'm going to create a project and applications. Any query up to here? DJANGO apps slash DJANGO apps slash project my proj1 my project one my proj, any name you can give for your project title. And here by default it is taking the interpreter by default. No, and no need to change it. It is taking Python 3.11, right? Yes. And most of you forget here More settings is there. More settings. If we click that more settings, application name is there. Application name like some test application, test app. I'm saying T capital, A capital I've given. See that if you are giving uppercase, then within that program code also, whenever application name required, we need to give the same. Python is case sensitive, right? Everyone done with this? Have you given this project a name? What project you want with what name and application name, right? And by default, this templates folder also gets created here with this name. Templates is the one where you want to store your HTML, CSS, JavaScript kind of files within it, right? But as of now, I'm not doing all those with basic one, some sample application, right?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
So every time we have to create a new project and a new app, or can we create like multiple apps in one project?
So multiple applications you can create a project with multiple applications, right?
Okay. So yesterday we created that my project one.
So, but okay, every time generally yes, a project. Every time we'll be creating a project within the project application, because compulsory within the project application and project, two folders you need to get. Every time, whenever we create a project folder will be there, application folder will be there, two folders will be there whenever you create with any project, right? So here my application name is test app, means and your project name is my project one, right? Fine.
Okay.
Just to say create. At the bottom you say create, right? Yes, creates. While creating, you observe it will first create a project, next it creates application, next it will install DJANGO. It will install DJANGO, and the entire project structure will be created. Just say create and just observe the statements here. Creating virtual environment means it's virtually brings Python into your project. From where it is going to bring means from C, where your Python is installed, from there. Updating Python interpreter, installing DJANGO. We no need to perform all this. In other IDEs, we need to do all these things, right? We need to install DJANGO. We need to create virtual environment. We need to create for flat folder, application folder with some commands. But here nothing. Just to give the names and say create, all this will be created. That is what the flexible you see in PyCharm. Everything gets created, right? Yes. So at the bottom, can you see still discovering binary modules? At the bottom, you can see, right? Discovering binary modules. Okay, 1 second. It is indexing Python SDK Python 3. Check it, just unfold your project. Are you able to see that within the project folder, two more folders you are going to see, right? Inner project folder, outer project. This is the outer project folder, inner project folder. In the inner project folder, okay, in the inner project folder, you will be able to see. Are you able to see, right? 5 Python files. 5 Python files. So urls.py, settings.py, and all this, right? By default, you will get the py files. We don't need to write any code, right? Yes. Have you got the templates folder now? Templates folder you will be getting, and one application folder, test app. Here also it will have some default files. Yes. So observe this. These are the multiple .py files. By default, you get. Everyone should get this, right? And don't forget, you need to check whenever a project structure is created, you need to check what are the things created. Inner project folder where it should have 5 Python files. This application folder, it should have Python files. Templates folder where you want to place where HTML, CSS, all those templates folder should be created. And don't forget this manage.py should be created. Manage.py is the one which is going to perform all the operations using this manage.py. Yes. Okay. Now,
Sir,
yes.
since I have not received the test app folder, I have received scripts only coming. Why?
What is the scripts folder? Where in this?
This in a demo app I have one project I will created. Instead of my project, instead demo app one folder come, lib folder one come, and my project one folder come, and script folder come, manage.py come. But
what you didn't get?
Sir?
Which folder you have not got?
Test app not coming, sir. I have.
Which one?
Test app.
Test app. You have created an application folder with that name. Have you given that name in that more settings?
More setting I will give demo app, sir, name.
Demo app means demo app you should have got it.
Oh, okay, sir.
With whatever name you give, that name. If you are giving demo app folder you will get. If you give test app folder, whatever name, application name. What application name you have given, demo app, you will get demo app there. If you have given test app, you will get test app name, right?
But I have another folder scripts coming, sir. You not coming that scripts you're in folder.
In virtual environment, you can see that lib scripts, all this. Right?
Okay, sir.
These are lib scripts, all these are what? Everyone, you need to understand each and everything what is available in this, right? In the software, you need to understand first, and the next apply. Lib scripts, what are all these? Can you say virtual environment created? Virtual environment means here this is your Python. In the scripts folder, you can see all this. In the scripts folder, if you unfold in the see virtual environment, if you open your C drive, 1 second. If you open your C drive, check where your Python folder is available, right? Python 3.11, this is where my Python is installed. So it will take this lib and the scripts folder from here. It is taking what? Lib and scripts folder from this Python C drive, whatever is available to your PyCharm project. So wherever your Python is available in your system, in the system C drive or whatever, it is going to take a virtual environment. So that same you can see the scripts folder and the lib folder of Python available in this virtual environment. That should be created. Application folder with 5 files in it by default files. Okay. Next, inner project folder with 5 files. Templates folder should be created. Now, next, okay, your project folder, these steps are completed. First 2 steps completed, right? Creation of project, creation of application. Now defining URLs within their URLs, right? If you want to define URLs. So like using regular expressions with Python, right? I will define. So where that urls.py is available, you need to understand clearly where that urls.py will be available in application folder or project folder.
In application folder.
Observe here, when unfold this project folder, in project folder it's available, right? You need to clearly, if they ask in the interview where that urls.py available, where the settings.py available. So we have got many other views.py available, models.py. So as of now, I am working with only URLs and views, only 2 py files. Later we'll be working in the coming sessions, we'll be working with different files. So urls.py is available in project folder. Click that, double click it, already you have code within it. So this is all comment for your understanding. This is comment for your understanding. Remove this comment. Remove that comment. Yes, the comment removed. The entire comment within triple quote it is there, right? Remove from that urls.py. You will get this by default. You need to define the URLs here. Okay. So just like what URLs you will provide on your web page. Okay. Gmail.com, Facebook.com. Here also, previously I said there is a URL function to define that, but now from the Django 4th version, use re_path, repath. Okay, fine. Repath. Now construct that what you want to define the that URL raw string. Now start with the quote raw string. Now starts with means this symbol starts with, ends with means this symbol starting with what, ending with what. So just to give for example, anything you can give, test.com or www.test.com. I'm giving, right? Anything you can give, right? Yes, any name you can give here. Test you can give, test you give here, any name. Start, this is what, start with, this ends with, this is your within the single quote you keep, raw string it is, comma. Whenever we provide this URL, on the web page, what is the function to be get executed? What is the function to get executed?
What function?
What is the function to be executed is, here there is a, if we observe this in test app, there is a views, right? Views.py available, right? Can you observe in the application folder, views is available, Python file. Can you observe this views.py? Yes. Okay. Within that views.py, it's a .py file, right? Yes. Views. Define a function with the name input or any name you can give, whatever name. So whatever name you are providing here, the function name within the views, right? .py, whatever function name you are providing, the same function you should define, go and define in the views, and write your business logic within that views.py or input function, right? So here it is giving 2 red marks. If you see, observe 2 red marks here for repath and views. You need to mention, yes, repath means import statement for that. From DJANGO, import path is there, keep comma and say re_path, everyone, re_path. And this views is available, where it is available, in which folder available? In test app. In test app it is available, right? Application folder. So everyone, what application name you are given, that name you give. Don't say everyone test app, what name you are given. I have given test app, application name as test app. So if you are given demo app, give demo app. From demo app, import import views. No need to say .py. Import views is enough. Now all the red marks went. There is no red marks now, means the error, no, there is no error. Understood. You should not see any kind of red colored underlined forms in your code. Getting sounds from someone. Ram, please be in mute. Okay.
Vijay, this repath. So why you were taking the views only? You can take the other Python file also. What is the reason?
What is this re_path? You are talking about this?
Yes, views. See, in repath, why you are taking the views.py file?
Here,
Why
here.
not the,
Okay.
yeah, why not the other?
So here, I said previously we used to have URL function. You will specify some URL, some demo like this. Whenever you give this URL on your web page, See, not only this, observe here, 1 second. I'm keeping comma at the last. I'm copying this again. I'm pasting here. www.test.com, or you can give any name to specify. If I just type this on the web page, then what should has to be opened? What has to be opened means whatever logic you have written within this views, within this input function, that has to be displayed on the web page as of now. So whenever I provide this on the web page, what a response you has to get, means the views will be responsible for giving the response on your web page. Whenever any request is made on the web page by providing some URL like this, test.uu or test.com, or in this whatever you give, the response what you have to get is taken care by this views. Means in the views you will define something like a function. Within that we are going to implement the logic. Yes, input function. In the input function, whatever we will define or whatever we write, that will be displayed on the web page. Understood? So here repath is what you do in this repath. Within this urls.py, if you want to specify a URL, first you will specify some URL like test or any name. If you can give multiple names, whenever you provide this URL on your browser, you will give this or this. If you get this, it will be open the same. If you give this also, it will be open the same. You will get the same result, right? So if a user provides any URL, then what is the output to be displayed? That is given within this input function. Our input function can take the help of HTML and other things, right, to display with colors, fonts, different colors, fonts, tables, or all those, right? In the coming examples, in the coming applications, you will see, right, interaction with those things. Now just I am showing you a sample application, but in the we'll see, I said 20 applications we'll be discussing, right? In the 20 applications we'll see different varieties of applications. Some applications related to videos, some applications related to images, means even how the images, some applications like, okay, like some forms, registration forms, login forms. So whenever we keep submit button, my form need to be submitted, and tomorrow I want only those I want to retrieve that values from that database, how we are going to store the details in the database, everything step by step we'll be discussing. But everyone done with this, understood, right, what I'm doing here in this? Just we no need to write anything, just for repath, just to give this re_path if you're using it. And here as I'm using views, I need to get that views from where? From desktop. You need to write this statement.
I mean, the input will take from the user.
What is it?
The input function, it will take the user URLs, right?
Yeah,
Input function.
Okay. So for every URL, there is a function will be linked. For every URL, a function will be linked. Whenever you give that URL linked function will be executed. You're making a function call here, input function, where that function defined there. Here you are calling from here within the views.input. Whenever this URL given, call that function and execute it. So here, okay. So here I'm creating notes for you. What is that project name? Project name, my project one. Well, okay, application name. application name, test app, application name, test app, right? Next step, this step one, creation of all this. Provide the location where you want to say, provide the location. Application name, where you will provide? In more settings. Okay. By default, when we say create, it creates project folder. It creates what? Project folder. Second, application folder. Third, creates virtual environment. Right? Creates virtual environment means Python copy. One more copy of Python. Installs DJANGO automatically. Yes. Installs DJANGO automatically. Right. Installs DJANGO automatically. Right. Which has inner project folder. So every session we'll see one .py files, which has inner project folder with five .py files, with five Python files. So here application folder also has five Python files. We don't need to write the code. Already Python files by default it gets created. For any project, for any application, right? You will see these five Python files. Later we discuss totally 10 Python files are there, right? 5 in application, 5 in project. So what these Python files, if you want to connect to a database or if you want to perform any other operations, which files, if you want to perform, if you need to do settings.py will be available, urls.py available, views.py where we write this code, right? So 1 second, it gets closed and again opened. Now, project folder, application folder, virtual environment, creates installation. Next, what is the step 2 here? Yes. Go to urls.py. Define URLs. Define URLs within urls.py. Present within which folder? Define URLs within urls.py, present within the application folder or project folder?
Project folder.
Project folder.
Project folder means here my project folder is what? My project one. Okay. Now just I'll copy this. Everyone done this, right? Yes. So these things we are not going to write only within this only 2 lines we have specified, not all this, right? But for your understanding, just I'm copying this entire file and I'll forward this notes to you, right? Yes. If you got error, you can just check this file, right? Yes. Now see this, after this step 3 is understood, right? Everyone clearly about this urls.py, you are specifying some URL. Here 2 URLs I have specified. If you type any one URL from that, you are going to get the response. So now next, what is the next step? Yes, everyone. Next step is what? Your business logic, or if you want to display, as of now, I want to display something on the web page. Welcome to DJANGO. Yes. So here views.input. This input function I need to define, like, yes. Define business logic. Define business logic, right? Within views.py. Within views.py. Within views present within which folder? Application or project folder? Present
Project
within
folder. The application folder.
Application.
so
Use
you are
application.
yes, within the application folder, within the application folder. Defines business logic within the views present within the application folder. Application folder name, my application folder name is what? Test app. Test app, right? Yes. Okay. So now just everyone go to this views.py. Yes, go to this views.py and just specify with what name? DEF. To define a function, we use a keyword DEF. What is the function name I need to define? Which what function name I should define? In urls.py, what is the function call you have did? Input.
I think input.
Views.input, right? Views.input. So you need to say def input. Input function takes the request and gives the response. So these are the built-in parameter. We need to provide request, compulsory request, and it gives return. Return what kind of response? HTTP response. HTTP response. Return HTTP response. Within this means within the HTTP response means some HTML kind of response I want. HTML kind of response means if you and one more thing, yesterday someone was asking, yesterday DJANGO introduction was started, right? Yesterday DJANGO, but people who have joined this meeting yesterday itself means who have attended DJANGO from yesterday itself previously. Okay, so if they want the prerequisites like HTML, those videos will be forwarded. Those videos also you'll be getting, right? You can just go through that basic HTML, CSS. So again, before the next week, right, you can watch the videos of this HTML and CSS. Okay. They look simple and easy to understand, right? Written HTTP response. Written HTTP response. Okay, I'm sorry. HTML, right? HTML tag. Within the HTML tag, we'll have body tag. Whatever you want to display, right? Everything should be within the body tag. The entire body means the web page color. I want like background color. I want background color for the web page. I want some color you can give, right? But you cannot give double quotes here. Double quotes within double quotes. Okay. Give single quote here. Single quote. Be background color red you want. Background color is what? Red. Text color in your web page, what is the text color you want? Yellow color. Give in single quote. If you try to give in double quotes, that you will get error here. Double quotes within a double quotes you cannot have. Python providing different types of quotes, single, double, and triple quote. one quote you can have in another quote, but same double quote within double quote, single quote within single quote is not allowed, right? Yes. Okay, just I'm giving background color red, text color yellow. Yes, I'm closing this body tag, and just I want to display something. Welcome to in bold form, in bold tag. This is the bold tag to display the text in bold. Welcome to DJANGO. Welcome to DJANGO world. Close this body /p body. If you are opening a tag, you need to close the tag, body tag. Next, /body /html /body /html, right? Yes. Okay, fine. Still you are getting some error there. Can you see some error here? Red mark one. Body HTML. Why error? Because here HTTP response, we need to import it. Import from Django.http, Django.http, right? Import HTTP response. Import HTTP response, right? Yes. Okay, now no error, right? Yes. So just what I have written, input function. In input, I want some HTTP response, HTML response, right? So just some text, welcome to Django world, to be displayed, HTTP response. Just I am copying this also, right? Okay, fine. This step 3. Done with this, everyone? Yes. Welcome to Django world, close B and /body /HTML, and use this double quotes. Step 4. Step 4. Step 4 is migrate. Step 4 is migrate. For migrate, go to terminal. Click this terminal, right? Click this terminal and just give Python manage.py, right? Manage.py. Python manage.py, right? Python manage.py, right? Migrate. So if you so if any errors, it will say applying, right? Other than this, you will be getting, okay. Command is for this. So I'm just copying this.
Sir, what it means, sir, migrating?
Migrating means if any errors are there in your code, right, it will just display that. If any error is there, for example, just I'll show you. I'm not giving these things. Here you got some error, right? Bracket is not
Yes, sir.
closed. Bracket is not closed. I didn't close the bracket. Okay, 1 second. What it is saying? Bracket was never closed. It is saying error you got, right? So whenever you say migrate, it will display. If any errors were in your code, everything it will display that, right? Whenever
For
you
checking of errors, simply we can say, sir.
so once your everything is finished, your coding was everything completed, you will migrate it.
Okay.
You will migrate.
That too for checking of errors, right, sir?
Yes. So it will display if what are the errors are there. So next what I will do again, it is clearly saying where where it is saying in views.py, clearly it is saying in views.py in line 4, it is saying, right? Yes. Go to views.py line 4, like line 4, right? In line 4, this like this bracket should be closed and this colon.
Okay, sir.
Now again you say migrate. We no need to save. Auto save option in PyCharm, auto save. Python manage.py migrate. So now again it will say applying, running, upgrade all migrations, it is saying. Okay. So I'll discuss more on this migrate. Not only this, we have got many use cases for this migrate. What are the things? Okay. So no migrations to apply, everything is. Now again what you do, Python manage.py, run server. Now run the server now. Run server. This is the command for running the server. Say enter. Server is running in this. We will get this link like this. Migrate. Next, after migrate, run server, right? Run server. The command for running the server. This is the command for running the server.
Excuse me, sir. Hello. Hello, sir.
Okay. Python manage.py run server. Okay. After this, you can, okay. Now this 8000 is the port number where your Django is running, and this is your IP address. 127.0.0.1 is your IP address. So you can just copy this. You can just copy this and say Control C. Control C. We need to select it and say Control C. Without selecting, if you say Control C, your server will be stopped. Control C is the command to stop your server. So here, if you select and if you say Control C, it gets copied. Without selecting, if you say Control C, your server gets stopped. So your server is running now. How can you say your server is running? So here it won't show the interpreter. Means in this way, if it is showing like this. I'll show you once. So here it is blinking. It means it's your server is running. Copy it to your browser, right? Copy it to your browser. What is your, okay, open any browser like Chrome or Mozilla, and here you can give your request. Control V, you say Control V, and what is your URL? What are the URLs you have specified? What are the URLs that you have specified, right?
www.test.com.
Test.com.
You have given normal test and test.com. First we see on test, test, and say enter. Welcome to DJANGO world. You got welcome to DJANGO world, right? Yes. Now I'll remove this. So I'll open one more tab. Control V, and here what I'll say, www.test.com, www.test.com, and say enter. Right now you can check. It is also displaying the same output, right? Yes, it is also displaying the same output. Understood? Any URLs, any number of URLs, right? You can specify. Okay, so understood. Everyone got the result, right? Anyone got any errors here? Yes.
Sir, error got it.
Pardon?
One error got it, sir. I will paste the channel in chat group. 1 minute, I will photo and update.
If you want to share the screen, people can share the screen.
Okay, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Okay, run server, and next step 6 is giving the request. Step 6, giving request, right? Yes. Giving giving request in the process.
Sir, can I share my screen?
So you can provide any of this, right? You will get the same output. Test or test.com, right? Yes. Okay, fine. Yes. If I got, yes, 1 second. You can share your screen. So while what kind of errors you may be getting also, you will come to know, right? By this. Yes. Share screen now. Yes. I can see your screen now. Go to your that PyCharm. Yes.
Can I see, sir?
Yes, what it is saying, DJANGO apps cannot be loaded because running scripts is disabled. For more information, see more on this part. So what is that DJANGO scripts? Okay, what is that? Try to what output? What is that error you are getting?
You have to enter.
Pip and scripts are missing in Django, sir.
What
I
is it?
mean, Python. While installing Python, you have asked us, check pip and scripts are available or not. I think those are not present in
No,
Python.
no. 1 second. Now try to say migrate Python manage.py migrate Python space manage.py migrate. Say migrate, right? Yes.
MI.
MIG migrate MI. Yes, say enter. So here what is saying, are you sure it's installed and available on your Python path? So do one thing, up you can see one symbol, right? Plus symbol. Terminal local plus. Yes, click beside that plus one slider is there, right? Beside that, right side to that.
This one, sir?
Yes, click it. Command prompt, click command prompt. Now try to type the same thing. Python manage.py. Right? Manage.py migrate space migrate. Enter. Now it's working, right? No module name test app. What is your application name? Demo app.
Demo app, sir.
What is your application? Demo app. So go to your urls.py. Up you can click urls.py. Yes, there you can click urls.py from test app. Why you given test app here? You want to see the fourth line.
Yes, sir.
It is your demo app, right?
Yes, sir.
Demo app. Give demo app. Demo app import views. Demo app import views. Okay, and go to that down again. Re-execute that command. Yes.
Yes, sir.
No need to type again. Up arrow. If you click, you will get it. Up arrow. You click it in your keyboard. Up arrow. Not that one. Arrow keys are there, right? Down arrow. Up arrow. You
Okay, sir, I will type it.
just 1 second. Give me a second. I'll be back. Yeah. So I was away from the meeting. Yes, try to say me. Py manage.py market, say enter now. So here cannot import name views. You are given the, see that from demo app import views, the spelling of views is wrong, right? The fourth line, in the fourth line, the same, right? In the fourth line, from demo app import views, VIEWS.
Yes, sir.
Remove that entire thing in. Okay. Okay. Now again, say up arrow and say migrate. No need to type the command, just click the up arrow in your keyboard. Click there and just give up arrow. Yes, say enter. Name views is not defined. You mean views. In this eighth line
Yes.
also you are given the views spelling is wrong. VIEWS.
7th line also.
VIEWS. Yes, yes. No, it's fine. Now again the up arrow you click. It's fine. Remove that migrate and say run server.
No, it does not.
Run server you type. Manage.py run server. Yes, type it. Okay. Okay, copy that link, whatever you got, that HTTP link, right? Select it. Okay. Observe here and open browser and remove that. Yes, open one link and paste it. Paste it. Control V. Yes, and give TEST test.
I will use demo app side.
Go to your what is the name you have given?
I'm demo app giving.
Go to your urls.py. What you have given? Test you have given.
Yep.
No, not there. In 7th line. Test and test.com, right? Give test. Go to your browser and say test. Go to browser. Yes. Go to your browser. Minimize this. Hello. Yes, remove that and say test and say enter. Go to your browser and say that. Okay. So in this way, can you stop sharing the screen, right? Yes. Yes. Now, still anyone got errors in this? So generally, if you are giving that, understood, right? These are the steps involved. Anyone got error? Still anyone has got error? Okay. Yes, you got the output, right? Welcome. Yes. Stop sharing the screen. Yes. Still, if anybody has got facing any problem in this. Okay. So understood, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So these are the steps involved, right? In the project creation as of now, but the number of steps will be increasing in the coming, right? What other things? We have got many other .py files, but once again, observe here in PyCharm, we have got many flexible features. In PyCharm, we have got many flexible features, right? Yes, 1 second. Okay. 1 second. So here one more thing. Here my server, if for example, now my server is not running. My server is not running. To run the server, right? I need to give the command run server. This command I need to give manage.py run server. Still it is background tasks are running. So it won't allow.
Do we have to, so do we have to stop the virtual machine when it is running? Like, once we are done with it?
1 second, 1 second. Python manage.py, right? Manage.py run server. This is what for running the server. Without running the server, if you are giving the request here, now check it. Okay, if I give request like this, it will say like, you will get a, 1 second. The site can't be reached. Whenever you are getting this kind of option, right? The site can't be reached means immediately say your server is not running. Whenever you say site can't be reached means it says that your server is not. Now it is running, right? Now server started, you will be seeing this. Yes. Now again you say refresh. Again you say just say refresh enough. Now you will get the output. Now how to stop the server? How to stop the server means I'll just click here and say Control C. Your server stopped, right? Your server is stopped. Your server stopped. Whenever you got this means your server is not running now. So here this is the way using command you are running, but PyCharm providing flexible features. PyCharm providing flexible features. We no need to type like this. Python manage.py run server. We no need to use this command also in PyCharm. This is what we are working in PyCharm, right? Can you see this play, like a play button is there up at the top right corner? Can you see a top right corner play button is there? Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So just you can click it for running the server. Just server starts now. Server started, right? We don't need to use that command also. Just use click that run that play button, right? Now server started. Now you can just give your request. That's it. If you want to stop the server, this red color square button is there. Stop the server means you need to stop the server in this way. Red button. This play button to start and this red color button to stop it. Right? Okay.
So what is the difference between that migrate and this run server? Server is like for starting the server, but what are we doing with the migrate one? Like what does that mean?
In migrate means, okay, as of now, whenever you perform migrations, right? Whenever we perform, as of now, we didn't write only, we have written a sample text message you are printing. But in the coming sessions, for example, I want data to be stored in the database. Means by writing these statements itself, you are going to create some tables in the database. Whenever you say migrate only, the reflection happens. Whenever you are migrating, see, whenever you, okay, 1 second. If you go to settings.py, if you double click the settings.py, and if you just scroll down a little bit, can you see by default admin, auth, content types, session, messages, this, and your test app, your application name also by default got added into install apps. Whenever you say migrate, right, all this, see, just 1 second, 1 second. Control L, Control C, I'll stopping it. Control C, Stop the server. Server stopped, right? Process finished with exit code 0. Now, if I open this terminal, migrate, if I say migrate, if you say migrate, right? So it is going to apply all migrations. It is going to apply migrations on admin, auth, content types, session, and your whatever your application folder. What are all this? It is applying migrations on all this. All these are means these are the applications you see in settings.py. Admin, auth, content type, sessions. Along with that, your test app also going to get migrated. Means what all the changes you have did, everything will be reflected in the output. So whenever you say migrate only, all this will be migrated. Along with this, your application test app also. Means whenever you do migrate only, then the output will be reflected. Means your tables creations are in the coming sessions, right? What you'll see more on this migrate. As of now, migrate means if any errors are there, it will display the errors, and any migrations means what are the changes, everything will be applied. So applying migrations on what this, where these are available in the settings, all these are the applications. Along with this admin, auth, content types, your application test app also will be migrated. So it is clearly saying no migrations to apply, means no changes to apply. I just start the server and started the server. That's it, no migration. But if you do any modification changes, some migrations will happen. Again, I'll modify something. Again, I'll say. So modifications will be applied. Reflections. Okay, fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So understood.
So what databases are we going to use? Like
so by default, we have got SQLite 3 database. DJANGO has got its own database, SQLite 3. That database I'll be using. Next, I'll be showing you apart from that MySQL, right? How we can connect to MySQL database and also on Oracle database. We'll be using this SQLite default database and how to connect with MySQL and Oracle. These are the things I'll be showing you, right? Yes. Okay. Understood, right? Any queries in this application creation? We see more applications, right? So just everyone try to do these things without just you can do by yourself. Try to buy with your own. You can display any HTML, okay, anything right within that. But if you want to write here, I've written a small HTML code. If you see in your code, right, in this views.py, you have got a small HTML 1-line code. But if you want to write 5 lines or 10 lines of HTML code, you cannot specify here. We need to write within the templates. Within the templates, we need to save that HTML file, and you need to connect it to this views, right? Yes. So more on this we will be discussing, right? More applications we'll be discussing. You'll understand. One second. Okay, any other queries, right? So I will see more applications. I said I'll be discussing 20 applications, right? Every session, right? Like two applications or 3 applications we'll be discussing. So yes.
Hello, Vijay, Alok here. Actually, I joined Python full course stack course in August 6 a.m. batch. Okay, then only I paid for the DJANGO plus Python. After finishing the Python, like you started that HTML, CSS, JavaScript, but generally I was not getting the notification. Can you add in this, like if you're creating any WhatsApp group for this, can you please add me so that I can get regular notification?
You should, how many times you have given message to me, right, to be added into the WhatsApp group? You can give me a message now, right? In that.
Yeah,
you can give a message personally, right? I'll just forward that link, right? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Fine. In the next session,
Vijay, like how many classes we are going to do for Django part? Just rough idea.
The Django part nearly like 35 to 40 hours.
Hours.
Nice.
Sir, only for DJANGO, sir, 35 to 40 hours.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir.
So-
Next coming applications, right? I'll be taking 2.5 hours, sometimes 3 hours. I'll be taking, right? So in the coming days, we'll be starting at 9 o'clock, 9 to 11:30 or 12. When we start with these are basic applications. When we go enter into that other applications, so until we complete that, we'll be carrying on, right? So next in the coming weeks, we'll be having sessions for 2.5 hours. Sometimes bigger applications, it goes for 3 hours also, right? Yes. Fine.
Okay, and how like those application will be developed? Like we have to do something, or already developed apps are there with you?
No. Already I got all those, but I'll be showing you step by step, right? Everything.
Okay. And like Vijay, what was the alternate solution for this 30-day trial period for this PyCharm professional?
Yeah. You can do this, right? After 30 days, right? It won't allow you to do anything, right?
Yeah.
But later, if you want, every month a new version will be released, right? You can just download and install. That is one way. Otherwise, there are some versions where you can install it. But what happens is for every 30 minutes, it will automatically stops, and again we need to start it. Means any number of times you can work on it. That is other way. Otherwise, I'll show you another ideas like VS Code, right? Where it is free, where you
Yeah,
can
please
do all.
show something on VS Code, because
And-
like I mostly work on VS Code, and switching to different ID will be bit of a
Yes,
headache.
VS Code we can do. You don't have any kind of license, other things, right? You can just
Yeah.
run that VS Code also. And this PyCharm also, I will be saying after 30 days which version to use and how to work on this after 30 days also, right? I'll be intimating. Yes. So next week I'll be showing you on VS Code. You people can work on VS Code or PyCharm. Anything is fine, right? Yes. Next week my discussion will be on VS Code. It's hardly takes. It's just it takes very less time for installation also, right? Yes.
Oh, thank you.
But are we,
Yes.
sorry, are we going to lose the code? Like in case if we are changing the version and reinstalling it, we are going to lose the existing code, right?
No. You are not going to lose any code in your C drive. Where your application folder, this will be there as it is. Your application. See all the previous batches, right? DJANGO apps. You see all this. One second. This will okay.
Okay. So as long as we don't use, I think it should be fine then.
So you are creating in C drive. You are creating all those, right?
Correct.
Yeah, in the C drive only it is whatever. Even if I'm using VS Code also, my project I will be storing in this only. If I may, what all the applications I'm saying next. See this DJANGO applications. Where is it? DJANGO apps, right? Now I have given. DJANGO apps. Today is my project one. Tomorrow, if I do in VS Code, my project two will come here.
Okay.
Means I'll be selecting. I'll be browsing where you want to save. Means the same folder I'll select.
Okay.
Understanding, right? So everything. So nothing, you are not going to lose anything. You can see all the code in this, whatever we did up to now, my project. So you got the inner project folder, application folder, templates folder, and in that application folder, whatever views.py, whatever for you the code we have written for views, or else you can check everything. Will be available here. All this folder itself, I will just forward it, right? In that you'll see all that what all we did. So this DJANGO apps will be there, right? This folder, it will consist of all that applications what we are going to do. At the end, I will just zip this folder and I will provide. Okay. To DJANGO and get enrolled for getting the notes, videos, right? And also it will be added to the WhatsApp group. And by the next week again, the link will be changing. So you'll be getting a new link for everyone. And those who have already got enrolled, you can check after half an hour or 1 hour, right? Both yesterday's and today's video you will be getting. And those, the others you will be getting, check your mail, the YouTube link you will be getting of yesterday's and today's, right? And any other queries, right? Yes. Next week, we'll start at sharp 9 o'clock. Actually, I got another weekend batch before this, right? So if the students are asking dots, that's the reason it was going late previously. But okay, I'll make myself available from 9 next week onwards. So we'll start at sharp 9 o'clock. We'll spend some 2.5 hours from next week onwards, right? Yes. Fine. So I'm stopping here for today. Meet you next week. Yes. Next Saturday, same timing, right? The link will
Sir,
be.
please forward notes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.